Okay, I think we're ready. Let's do it. All right. Man, I missed my own theme song. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's stream. Welcome back to the channel. We're back from Alaska. We have had a amazing time up in the rainy white north. I'll say more green, really. Do you know there's a rainforest there's a temperate rainforest in Alaska that's the second biggest rainforest on Earth. Like that's just man, the things I can pepper all night with Alaska facts. Um, I'm not going to because I'm doing Alaska photo editing, kind of on the off days for the next little bit. So tomorrow night and then like Tuesdays and Thursdays going forward. If I'm doing photo editing, it's going to be Alaska photos, so I'll be peppering through with Alaska facts then. But tonight, we're back in B52. We're back working on Elena Critter's fantastic little thriller. Uh, as you remember from last time, if you were watching last time, we did end with a bit of a stabbing, so we're going to pick up and cover the aftermath of the stabbing. Hopefully, we get through the remainder of that scene. That actually should be. It's a short scene. Like looking at the script down here. It's about a page. Might actually get to the scene after that, which is pretty much a single shot. So we probably that's what I'm going for tonight. If we can get through that one page, I'll be happy. If we still have some time, we'll nail that last little bit. We'll do scene six, which is, like I said, one or two shots depending on how we do it, and then scene seven, a little more complicated, short scene, but a little more complicated visually, so that we'll probably save that for Friday. But yeah, that's where we're at. So that's what we're gonna be working on tonight. This scene, like I said, it's short. It's only a page. It's really from what I remember, for the most part, it's filmed very simply. Mostly. There's a couple little tricks we get to play with tonight. And I'm looking forward to playing with them with you and showing how that works. But for the most part, it's simple. But it is we just did a stabbing, so we got some emotional weight to carry, and that's what we're gonna be. That's what I imagine will take up our time tonight. Um, as always, this is the assembly cut of the film, so it's safe to be aware this is going to be kind of free form. We're going to be trying to play with various like see how things work. We're going to test things. Some of them aren't going to work. Most of them aren't going to work. That's most of it is an exaggeration. I'm going to go with some. Some of them aren't going to work, and we're going to come back and fix them in the future. But that's how first cuts go. It's a chance to play and a chance to try and a chance to explore. I'm taking my watch off. Um, so anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. As always, this channel is an open forum. I'm absolutely thrilled that I have this platform and that anyone who would like to chime in is more than welcome. Whether you are just a really cool casual viewer who's checking this out, if you're a filmmaker, an editor, a director, an actor who has thoughts and has opinions, by all means, chime in. One thing I would absolutely love, and I don't know if this is I don't know if this is gonna happen when it's gonna happen, but I would love to have a whole bunch of actors on this channel, just because there is so much that is like I feel like as an actor, knowing the editing process can be so incredibly valuable. I started on stage, so I'm coming at this, and that's something that I've like the things I've learned from editing are tons of things I wish I knew when I was acting when I started doing some film acting. So yeah, yes, so that's if you're depending on if you're involved in the film industry, you're more than welcome to chime in and talk and ask questions and get insights and throw your insights at me. You're also welcome to share your work. That's across the board something that is invited and welcome. By all means, please share. Um, and then yeah, if we are lucky enough to have somebody from the cast and or crew on here. I know Elena, whether you're watching with us tonight live or you're gonna watch in the next day or two, as because we are of course streaming at too late o'clock. You can I'm looking forward to your comments, but definitely say hi. But if anyone else from the cast or crew, if we've got if Adam or Annabelle or John is chiming in, or yeah, anyone else who's part of the process, by all means, Denzel, Nick, Emma, if you are here, chime in, say hi, share your thoughts, because yeah, this is uh, editing. Like there's always a temptation. Not I try to desperately avoid, but always a temptation to be like, welcome to the editing. I am the genius who will assemble this movie, and that's completely untrue. Like this is a collaborative process from step one, and without the amazing work of a bunch of amazing people, there's nothing to work on. Um, so yeah, that's I think that's the pitch. I think that's what we do. We're doing this as always. Editing is mysterious and shrouded and often behind paywalls or just not talked about at all. And that seems weird for such an important part. So that's why we do this. All right. With that said, and with yeah, hopefully with everyone's appetites whetted and me having talked for almost 6 minutes, let's jump into Premiere. There we go. All right. All right. Uh, Also, we're drinking homemade lemonade tonight, which is fantastic and also like good staying power. I made this before I left, and it's delicious. Okay, so here we go. First things first, we're gonna rewatch the scene. If you're just joining us, but even as a refresher, let's see. Yay, Shelby Lynn's glad we're back. I'm glad we're back too, Shelby Lynn. Um, as a refresher, B52 is the story of Arthur and Madeline on New Year's Eve, going from 2019 into 2020. And um, so yeah, Arthur is a thief. He has is a thief in quotes. He is attempting to thief. He breaks into Madeline's house whilst Madeline is throwing a New Year's Eve party. Immediately gets caught. I'm gonna actually go back to the beginning here just to kind of click through some of this. So yes, there's Arthur, or so there's sort of the beginning. Come on, there we go. So Arthur kind of sneaking in, gets caught. Madeline finds him. She's excited to be meeting a real life thief, so she asks him, makes him a proposition. She finds his wallet, she knows his name, she knows he's trying to leave, and she's like, no, 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 you know, stick around. I want you to rob my husband. So that's the proposition. That's the devil's bargain. The two of them strike. Yep, there's our one equal footing two shot with them. Uh, she leads him to the house. They have a bit of a conversation on the stairs, discussing uh, just kind of who's establishing that he's kind of twitchy and worried, and she's a lot more comfortable in this scenario. Um, and yeah, then we get into the study, which is the main thrust of the movie. And yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna watch through this. I may stop it to make tweaks, or at least to make markers. But here we go. Go ahead and turn off the guides there.
Atmosphere.
Obviously, sound needs a ton of work, and that's a fine thing that's gonna happen. Okay, that can be shortened. Throw a marker down there. I pause. Oh, it selects. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I just...
Bathroom's next door down.
I want to see if I can play with the timing of that as well in the future. Let's put a marker.
Door down. Keeps it safe here.
By the way, quick little side note. If you are wondering why, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I can hear it in the background of that take. You can hear some kind of like low muttering. That is because uh, Zakar, who was mic'd, or who played our guy in the door, um, he was yeah no our I don't remember if Emma, who was doing our sound for this scene, was in the room with us or was out in the hallway recording remotely. But yeah, as soon as he was off camera, he muttered a couple of things. That's why we're hearing it. We won't hear it in the final mix. But if you're wondering what that was, it took me a second to realize I wasn't being haunted. Like all this sound's getting cleaned up by people more talented than me. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I forgot we did this. Uh, and the only reason I haven't changed it is because Elaine and I have not had a good, uh, as the Brits might say, a good old-fashioned chin wag about it. But I'm putting a marker anyway because I know we're cutting this down. Uh, this is this is my attempt in a very small way to make this movie Brechtian. This safe just takes so long to open. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this down, but as much as I can, I want to find a way to preserve just the spectacular way that Adam there plays with getting more and more worried and kind of nervous and he goes from nervous to or he goes from kind of excited in a way to kind of like to nervous and paranoid to getting a little more nervous and paranoid looking around to finally just kind of like, okay, I just need this moment to end because this is just going on to like it's a fun little arc he goes on.
I got it.
I'm taking a look at the timing on that as well. These are all things I'm going to look at as I get into probably the next cut. I don't think I'm going to tweak them before I get to work on the scene tonight, just because I'm excited to keep going. Okay, so we left off here.
I got it.
Yeah, probably gonna work on the timing there a little bit too. I will say, in terms of, and this is, I promised to watch this. Now I'm talking. In terms of us playing or keeping keeping the two of them, keeping him to the left and her to the right. This little sequence is probably one of my proudest things. I'm most proud of, uh, just because we do when they, the shots that the shots we got and the way this actually does seem to work editing together. We have gotten, we do actually have like we this is a tiny, tiny subtle thing. I don't know how much it really matters, but it's a thing that I think is cool that we committed to keeping them on him on the left and her on the right, which means as if we were reading this like a novel, we read from left to right. So he is following her uh, through the course of the story. She's leading us to the next page, and he's always kind of following, and we're kind of right in the middle of them. The same way John is going to be in a little bit because his framing is center. But yeah, the keeping them here where like even though they're overlapping, he is still left more, more to the left, she's more to the right. I think did a like Elena's blocking and the shots we chose, I think did a very good job of or I don't know, I liked they're still keeping to the rules, but it does show them on top of each other, so their motives are aligned here, and I like that. There it is. There's the money. Uh, or to use the proper term, the boodle.
How much do you want?
You guys miss me?
Enough to get a bus home.
Oh, that's no fun. How much do you want?
A bus home. And a few hot meals.
You've never done this before.
Not everyone's so lucky.
Take it all.
What?
I've got some markers there. I'm going to take a look at some of that again just to totally polish up those beats.
Stop it.
There's like, over the course of that little exchange, there's probably like 4 frames that need to go.
No!
Buy the bus and then burn it. I don't care. Just please take it.
Chase, what did your husband do to you?
Robert loves humiliating me.
What? Why?
He thinks I'm stupid.
That's ridiculous. You're not stupid.
I know.
Gotta be.
Quick, hide.
Madeline?
Coming, Rob.
Madeline.
I thought I was gonna have to revise that, but actually I don't mind it too much. It needs some sound work for sure, but I think there's actually that again might only need a couple frames of work.
doing in here?
Taking a break from the party.
Of course. Must be exhausting maintaining the facade of an intelligent conversation.
You out of practice?
Did I say intelligent? I meant tolerable conversation. You bitch. What the hell are you doing in here?
Found someone's wallet. Thought I'd put it here for safekeeping.
I'm gonna try something real fast because it's something Elena and I talked about, or Elena commented about, and I paid attention, I guess. I was a silent or a active listener in the conversation.
Maintaining the you bitch.
If I take this shot, let's see, because she made a comment about if we're gonna she's like, well, as like we've just talked about this, she's on the fence about the you bitch line. Or not, she's on the fence. She wants to cut it. I want to keep it. So again, another thing that requires a chin wag, but I think they're like she made a comment about like the she might be on board with it if we see Arthur's face when we hear it. So I'm gonna try that.
Tolerable conversation. You bitch. What the hell are you doing in here?
Found someone's wallet.
It actually kind of works. We could take out the pause in there and make that actually. Let's see if we do that real fast. If we were to just as a rough idea delete that, take this clip, move it back so they just line right up, and then extend this a little bit.
You bitch. What the hell are you doing in here?
Something about that works. I mean, obviously there's a sound blip between the different audio, so that's needs to be fixed. But let's see. Let's extend this a tiny bit more.
Tolerable conversation. You bitch. What the hell are you doing in here?
And he looks over. Yeah, okay. So timing on that can work. Okay, cool. Right now I'm just gonna extend this to where it was. So we've got a version of it. And I'm gonna put a marker in this area so that I know to go back and look at it. And I know Elena's gonna come back and look at it. I know when Elena and I get together to work on it, we're gonna come back to it. But cool. Okay, so that's where we're at. Next.
You bitch.
That, yeah, shows that idea can absolutely work.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Found someone's wallet. Thought I'd put it here for safekeeping.
Whose is it?
Nobody's.
Another moment, take a look at. I put a marker on that as well. Yeah, we'll take a look at that moment later at another point, just because another thing I saw remember a comment from Elena about, and I'm impressed how much I remember these comments because last time I looked at them was like it was back on the beginning of the month, but yeah, this moment here where we see the knife, and then
Whose is it?
Nobody's.
by going from the knife to him saying whose is it, the kind of like visually the visual language says he's talking about the knife. His tone says he's not, and like the continuation of the scene says he's not. But we got to make sure that we're clear with did he see it, did he not, or or be very clear in our ambiguity, which I think is another good way to do it. I don't think right now we're not quite there, so that's a thing that'll have to be examined on a future cut as well. But yeah, no, a good note, a good point to revisit.
Whose is it?
Yeah,
Whose is it?
Nobody's.
isn't this the take of the safe where she put something else in it? Yeah, that's not look.
Whose is it?
Nobody's.
That could give us. I'm gonna keep that there for now. That kind of gives us that. I don't know. This is the thing I'm on the fence about. And Elena, you can tell me what you think, and anyone else can chime in and tell us what you think. I liked a couple people after the last scene when we worked on it. Once we find out what the knife that she has the knife and the knife is going to be used a bit later. Um, said that it was a surprise and they didn't know that
Whose is it?
they thought she'd put it in the safe, which is something I'd never considered. I'd always kind of assumed it was very clear that she'd at least pick the knife up. I didn't realize people thought she put it away, she locked it away. And because we have this take where she is, there was an extra dollar bill that she picked up and put in the safe and then closed it. Um, and you can't see that it's a dollar bill here, but you can see that she put something in the safe.
Nobody.
And I'm wondering if it makes sense to, because I never considered that maybe it looks like she puts the knife away, but leaning into that might not be a bad thing.
Whose is it?
Nobody's.
I would like you all to know that someone very attractive just walked in off camera. And like you can't see her, but oh, she is incredibly attractive.
Speaking of nobodies.
That little harlot Diane? Thought I smelled her.
Shut up. You know, consider this repartee your last hurrah.
My last what?
I'm cutting you off.
Back up and watch this again because I was distracted by attractive Italians.
Thought I smelled her.
Shut up. You know, consider this repartee your last hurrah.
My last what?
I'm cutting you off.
You can't do that.
Madeline, you hemorrhage money. I'm simply just stopping the bleed.
You can't do this to me.
Consider it a favor.
That might need to be a little quicker. This is something I'm always bad at judging in terms in first cuts is just how like the default thought is to it's an emotional moment a character's processing how long do we need to wait to watch them process before we hear a line, and I find the answer is almost always quicker than I think it is.
You can't do this to me.
We could probably cut off like half of that.
Consider it a favor.
Especially because we have that reaction. We're already adding a little space in here.
Financial diet would suit you in more ways than one.
You son of a bitch. Do you have any idea who you're speaking to? You selfish pig! You jackass! You asshole!
I'm realizing I think this moment right
Who
here,
you're speaking to?
I think this little camera movement right here is the only time we get kind of rougher camera movement on a Madeline shot. That's again, it's very, very subtle and not the kind of thing people are going to pick up on. But as someone who's watched this a bunch, that might be the only time that happens, and that's not a bad thing. This would be the moment to do it. One of two moments to do it.
You selfish pig! You jackass! You asshole!
Oh, Madeline. Your attempts at wounding me are so cute.
I hate you.
Where nothing compares to your private misery. Sleep it off or drink it off.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try overlapping that a little bit more than I have so far.
Where nothing compares to your private.
When does he start? Does that cut where it is because of the glass?
Where nothing compares. Where nothing compares.
All right, so come on, Premier, work with me. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I need you on my side. All right, glass coming up. Pull it back. 'Cause they kind of want him to start talking in that shot.
Where nothing compares to your private misery.
Oh, that works so much better. Yeah. Cool. Like I said, sometimes I look at a scene, I'm like, all right, I need to cut 4 or 5 frames. This is the kind of cuts I'm talking about.
Where nothing compares to your private misery.
It's better.
Sleep it off or drink it off. That's one of your better talents. Anything to fill that useless mouth of yours. Who the fuck are you?
And a murder. A murder has happened. And now we will deal with the editing of that murder once I put this notebook over here. Because the notebook was blocking my shot list. Come here, shot list. There we go. Why don't I have this magazine? Okay. Also over here with the notebooks so that I can forget about it. Okay. All right. So let's talk about shooting a murder. All right. Cool. So I already kind of put the cut there. start pulling together our clips of murders. Reactions. Okay, that's all that. Okay, cool. These are all the murder clips. Those are all the rest of the scene. Okay, so let's take. All right, so now that I'm pretty happy so far with everything we've got. I don't think there's, at least right now, this is where I'm at right now. We'll see if this changes. But right now, I think we've got all the right clips in there. Yeah, there's gonna be spots to polish and spots to switch, but I think all the right clips are in there. So I'm gonna move these guys, kind of just not deleting anything because, as we have firmly established, Elena terrifies me. So I don't delete anything for fear of facing her wrath, which is like for anyone who knows her, or she's watching and has heard me say this a few times, like she is one of the most like wonderful, gentle people I've ever met. So this is not genuine fear. Please don't think that I'm in danger. Uh, but okay, so we're gonna move that back down to the end of this whole clip, so it's kind of keeping things more or less in order. And paste. Excellent. Okay. Let's take this. Give me a little more space. Actually, we're gonna leave that where it more or less is. Gonna move a little stuff down here a little bit though, so a little more space there. Cool. This stuff. That's the end of that scene. Okay, cool. So save as always. Into the workroom. Let's start doing some murder stuff. Workroom loads. All right. So we are up to here, give or take. I mean, the murder is very. There we go. Okay, so we're up to here. It's pretty much, yeah, we're pretty much grabbing the rest of the scene. So here's what we got. The rest of the scene is, I think if I've got them all, is just those clips, which is awesome. So we're going to copy. We always copy out of the workroom. We don't cut. Let's see if I've got enough space here. I do. Pretty good. All right, awesome. Gonna zoom in a bit. Give me a little more space. Actually, it doesn't really matter if I've got space there. Cool. All right. Do some stretching, and let's do some quick relabeling here. I think I've got the rest of the shot list for this scene. Um, yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, all right. So the next these are, we're gonna do some color coding just to kind of go through the basics here. So our first few shots are all, these are all gonna, they're colored blue. They're gonna stay blue because these are Arthur shots. That shot is not. That shot is, what's that shot? That shot's a Madeline shot, I think. Yeah, these are Madeline shots that we may or may not use. I don't know if we're going to. But Madeline's shots are, put a label. Was I just using full on green? I think, yeah, I was using full green. So this Madeline. Oh, let's really quick before I do that. Here's gonna be things I forgot. Let's take all these. Let's move them up so that we get rid of the. Guess I can keep the camera audio there and just delete. Let's get rid of it. Let's not worry about that. What's this shot? No sound. Oh, that's the plate. Okay, we're. Oh, that's right. We get to play with that. I'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, delete that as well. Plate shots are fun. Okay, so cool. So then we've got, again, this is Arthur getting away. So shot AJ, which is also an Arthur shot. These are Arthur shots, and then this is a push in. Okay, so these are all Arthur shots. That's all fine. Arthur. Cool. All right. The next shots, this one here. This is Denzel. Everybody say hi to Denzel, who was my assistant cinematographer on this, and absolutely a wonderful, talented person to work with. A lot of good insight too. Really good eyes on that guy. Also, thank you, Premier. You have already heard his voice in the film so far. Whether you know it or not, his voice is in the movie. Okay, so these next few shots are interesting. Like we color coded the shot list. And there's no way you can see this because my camera is like is set for seeing my face and not set on auto to adjust. But we color coded the whole shot list with 3 colors. So Madeline, Arthur, and Robert. The only shots that are not color coded are the next 3. So I'm going to give them a different color. It's these guys here, and then these 2 close-ups, Madeline and Arthur. And then everything else at the end is Madeline. So these shots here, not that one. These guys through to here, yes. So these close-ups. So all of this. Also got some fun visual effect work I get to do on this, but not quite yet. It's really kind of the only visual effect work in the movie. Label. What do we want to go for? Let's go for something we haven't used yet. A tan. That gives me a nice. Gives me some white. Let's go with that. Though I think there's a really good purple color that we could use. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if we can maybe color code it the same as we do the. Oh, that's good. Let's go with the purple. Let's go with the purple. Purple looks good. Like a nice vibrant purple for those shots. All right. So I think the rest of this is all Madeline. This is the Madeline 2 shot. Close up, and then the final shots. Yep, okay, cool. So this is all Madeline. All right. Label and green. All right, cool. Save. Yeah, the one bit of visual effect work that I get to do is I'm gonna have to my goal is to be able to put fireworks outside the windows. So we have a reason why we have this lighting on them. We got the fireworks outside. Uh, but that's gonna be fairly simple to do, I think. All right, so we're starting with shot. I think this is AK. 5AK. Um, which for anyone wondering the what the letters mean there, or the numbers there. Scene 5 is the scene, so it's scene 5, and then AK just means usually you start with you start with A and you go through the alphabet. Once you get around Once you complete the alphabet once, you then start, you go from shot Z to shot AA, AB, AC, AD, and potentially depending how long the scene goes. And I'm not sure what the longest I'm not sure what scene in any film has the most camera setup, so it would have the most numbers or most letters. But uh, yeah, once you get through the A's, you then scene 5AZ, then you do 5BA, and then BB and BC, and so you would go through B's and C's and so on. We didn't get that far. Our last shot is AX. Um, and I'm not entirely sure if we got like a lot of these shots we've already used. If we may use them again, but I don't think we're going to. There's We'll see. There's decisions to be made. I think the original idea, or one of the original ideas, we never really solidified this. We got these shots because we might was to end this little sequence with a kind of a montage in a way, potentially of like the little pieces of what happened. So you end with like the body and the knife and the safe and the money and so on. Um, I think we have a shot here at the end that actually shot AS. I think accomplishes the same thing in a more interesting way. So I think we're probably going to use that and not need to worry about it. But that's why we have this Madeline shot of the body right here. All right, but let's take a look at AK. I'm going to pull up Elena's notes. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to save because I'm paranoid. I don't know which one I'm scared of more, Elena or Premiere. All right. Uh, the point I'm getting to is that editing is for cowards. All right, 5AQ, 5A. No, I went too far. 5AK is here. Uh, Dutch angle on Robert. There we go. This it's probably the only time Elena actually says use this take. For the most part, she's just like use this in After Effects or use this or use this. Um, she's usually no. This is just well, I think it's the only time she says use this. All right, that makes it easy. Uh, all right, so take two. Let's actually no, I know the difference. I know why she's saying use take two. We're gonna look at take two.
Rolling camera.
Rolling.
Alright, Zakar, call it.
There's the car.
5AK, take two.
It's our man outside the
Quiet
door.
on set. Action. Cut.
Real quick. And one of the reasons prior to shooting, I went through a whole lot of light testing and looking for lamps and stuff that we could use as sets and props in here. Is I needed something we could knock down.
Alright, Zakar. Action.
And if you're wondering why I'm calling action, this was after we did the stabbing. We called a bit of a break. And uh, Elena and the group were wrapping up a thing downstairs, and John came back in, so we quickly shot this with just because it was a shot that Elena trusted me to get. Oh, looks so good. You just said. Alright, so we'll put a cut there. We're certainly going to use we're probably going to use the audio and less of the video, or like, we're going to use less of the video than we have here, but we're going to use more of and going to use the audio. But okay, so we got that bit. We're going to delete this stuff. We'll delete this. All right. So we got that. Let's take a look at a J, which Elena's notes say. Again, we shot these out of order, but that's fine. Okay, good scramble, best one. Cool. All right, so let's watch these three.
Rolling.
This is the Arthur reaction.
5AJ, take one.
Frame. Action. And cut. Camera rolls.
Shots okay.
All right, call it.
5AJ, take two.
Gotcha. Frame. And action.
It's a good initial scramble.
Good. Cut. Camera is rolling as well. Frame. Call it.
5AJ, take three.
Gotcha. Frame. Action. Cut.
Unsurprisingly, Elena's right. Take three is the best one. Take two had some good stuff, so we might use it, but I think take three is the one I want to start. I want to start this out with.
Action.
I'm gonna let that. Good. He's out. All right. Awesome. Next bit, AL, which is the Madeline reaction. Take a look at Elena's note here. AL, we got 2 takes of that. Good. Second take is good. All right. So yeah, we got 2 takes. Let's watch them.
Rolling
Camera
camera.
roll.
Yep.
Let's save and then play. Here we go.
Zakar.
Yep.
5AL, take one.
Stand by.
Frame.
Action.
Sorry, hang on a sec. Okay, yep. Frame.
Action.
It does look pretty good.
Cut.
Rolling.
Camera rolls. Yep.
Zakar.
5AL, take two.
Frame.
Action.
Oop, hang on, I'm gonna reset and do it
Oh,
again.
yeah.
So rolling. And frame.
Action.
Cut.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. First takes. First take. Let's watch the first take again.
Action.
What am I catching over there?
Cut.
Focus goes a little
Start
soft.
rolling. And frame.
Action.
Yeah, that third take is it's by a nose. That third take is just a little bit. It's a little bit weirder. It's a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a.
Rolling.
It's like it does the job perfectly, but it's got a little bit more roughness to it, and I like that.
And frame.
Action.
Cool. We'll put a cut there. Probably put a little bit more. Let's undo that. Let's get that right. Probably gonna either stabilize that or cut it a little quicker. I don't think we need the whole thing, and I might, yeah, the camera does get shaky at the end there. Not necessarily in a bad way. Okay, cool. So,
Camera rolls.
Zakar.
5AM, take one. 5.
5 a.m. Let's take a look here. Obviously, Denzel in shot. We know this. Um, that's Firefox blanks. But yeah, we're talking about that. It's actually like Elena makes a comment that use this in After Effects, and that's After Effects is definitely a spot where we can use this. But I think we can do this in. Well, I know we can do this in Premiere as well. We'll see if we need it. But here we go. So the fireworks. Just note says Denzel in shot. We'll take a look. Okay. So yeah, let's.
5AM, take one.
And we're gonna
Stand by.
this shot is effectively a master shot, so this is gonna play out the rest of the scene. Not that we need the, not that we're gonna use it, but we've got the whole scene. So let's take a look at this.
don't know. It just happened.
Shit!
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
No. No, you didn't. Arthur? Listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
She's still holding the knife.
No one's stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Camera rolls.
So that's the remainder of the scene, just in information.
And take two.
You
Shit.
killed.
Shit.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit!
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
No, Arthur. You didn't ask for this.
And this scene's gonna stop there, because I know we've got coverage of it, and yeah, by the time we get to there, we want to be in two shots and close-ups. All right.
You
Shit.
killed.
Shit.
Why?
Let's see.
You
Shit.
killed.
Shit.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened. Shit.
Why?
I'm not sure where to cut this. I'll cut it about here. I think we're gonna cut into the close-up sooner than this, but I'm gonna cut in there just to get to this moment. Let's cut.
Settle. Action.
There we go. Since he starts moving, that's the moment to start that, and then we'll come back so we can clear this out. Clean that up a little bit. Come back to here.
Action.
He starts moving. Delete that. Clear that.
What do we do?
Why?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit!
It's somewhere in there. Okay, so let's start with this stuff. We've got a foundation we can start working on. Let's work on it. So that's the hit. This is the push in. This is the scramble. Okay, let's take these. So one. Move. Two. And my first instinct is this is an action moment. Cut them together, but I don't think I need to. I think I'm better off just kind of doing them one after the other. Letting it play out. We might use this shot of him dead. Let's get it where he stops moving. By the way, if you want to play a dead body on camera, one of the easy ways to do it is the helpful ways to do it is to thank you Premiere, take a nice slow breath in before you start, and then just let yourself slowly exhale. You can almost do it while the shot's going on, and just kind of just very slowly exhale. It gives the impression of your body settling. If there's any movement that gets caught, and a slow exhale is hard to catch, especially in a shot like this. But if it gives the impression of your body sort of settling and dying, and kind of that death rattle feel, which is good. And yeah, cool. That's all I need. The other thing that can help if I end up using it is I can do a bit of if I put a bit of a digital push in on this. If we did kind of a 100 to 115, we did one of those and kind of pull this back and pull this back, if we did something like that, you're focusing on the camera movement. You're not. It makes it a little bit easier to if there was a moment where you caught him breathing and you don't. John's great, or at least I don't. Uh, the like that kind of beat helps. Or that kind of, a little bit of camera movement. The other things that move get chalked up to, oh, the camera's moving, and don't get put in with uh the actors moving, which is nice. All right, there's these two bits here. Come on. There you go. Bring that down here. We're going to take these and bring them down to where we're starting. So this here we can cut. Bring them down to the scene itself and drop them in. Paste. You know what? Before I do this, I'm itching to put this thing together, but I think I need to watch this footage. I think we need to watch through everything before I continue that. So,
On your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
all right, that's actually a good moment.
You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Let's definitely think about using that.
I did not ask for this.
Need to show the movement. Probably cut it there. Same thing here, I think. And this is AN. Okay, let's watch the close-ups.
Settle, slate, sound rolling,
Camera rolls. Yep.
the car.
5, 8, and take 1. Frame.
Notes on AN. Close-up level Madeline. Madeline panics. We have 2 takes of this. Phenomenal and excellent. Cool. All right.
Action.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Cut.
Cut.
That's phenomenal.
That's yep.
1.
Action.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
I'm very tempted to just let this play. To have that wide shot be. To let the whole rest of the scene play in close-ups almost. Have the wide shots there for continuity, but man,
Rolling.
these
Camera
are
roll.
good.
Is that car?
5, 8, and take 2.
Maddie, bring the knife a little closer to your face.
Okay, now we see the knife in this one. That's a good detail.
Frame.
Action.
You.
Action.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Cool. So we got some options there. We see he puts the bag down at different times. Let me listen to.
Cut.
Cut.
That was great.
Camera rolls.
Cool. He puts the bag down at different times, so you hear it, but hear it differently, so we can see what we use. The nice thing about this moment, and we've talked a lot about Madeline's character a bit on this stream as we work on the project. Madeline is uh like Madeline is not the femme fatale that she kind of pretends to be at the party and kind of pretends to be uh like she pretends to be with Robert a lot of the time. Um we're kind of breaking through that facade and having a genuine connection with Arthur. So this like there is in the hands of a different director and a different project with a different cast. Not that different cast is a bit strong. I firmly believe this cast can do pretty much anything, but there's a version where this moment is played as having an ulterior motive that she's kind of like, she's freaking out to allow herself to be comforted in a very femme fatale kind of way. And that's not what's happening here. And I want to, and so like, yeah, Madeline gives us 2 very, very believable panicked reactions, which is fantastic and awesome to work with.
Camera rolls.
All right, let's look at Arthur.
5, 8, 0, take 1.
All right, and notes from Elena. AO. First take says good. Let's check the second take, which is up here. We did okay. There we go. So good, great, Okay, good and great. There we go. Let's watch.
Great. Switch with Emma.
Denzel, push the moonlight on that window over to the left.
This is okay. Here's another reason editing doesn't really get talked about. It doesn't. I feel like doesn't get shown, especially raw footage like this. Let's get a frame that's not where he doesn't look drugged. Um, is like, and I hate being I like looking back on this. I hate myself as a cinematographer because like we're started rolling. We've gotten like Adam has gotten to the place that he needs to be for the scene, and now I'm sitting there being like, hey, hold the emotions for a sec. I gotta move a light, which I feel is not a great thing to do. And Adam, I hope if you watch this at some point, I hope this didn't throw you off. Um,
The moonlight.
I mean, you're a professional, so I don't imagine it would. You are like fucking good at your job. Uh, but if it did, I apologize because I didn't apologize on set.
On that window over to the left.
But yes, this is just here's a bit of just
Yeah, keep
tweaking
going. Hold
lights
on. All
while
the way. Keep going. Sorry. Pull back a bit. A little more. A little more. A little more. Keep going. Keep going. Clear. Good. Thank you.
All right.
yeah, giving us a little more moonlight there.
And action.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that because I know we're not gonna use it. Just interesting, behind the scenes to watch there. Okay.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Cut.
Oh man.
Cut.
Nice.
Any chance to have dramatic moments with moving light on people is just so good.
Ask for this.
Let's keep the good. Yeah, having him do something gives us a nice. Again, cutting on movement. Cutting on movement is a great way to get to have flow. Him moving to get the bag out of there.
Camera rolls.
Zakar?
Oh no, this
580. Take 2.
this shot is also going long. Did I do it again?
Frame.
And
Oh, we're setting sound in.
action.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
There we go. We see what Arthur's like when he's pushed into a corner. I love it. See some fury out of him.
You. You.
Shit.
The other thing that's gonna make this interesting is I kind of unless the like the colors coming out of the our firework light, our quotes firework light, are kind of on a random just kind of cycle. So I either need to, for the most part, either need to cut on matching colors or I need to cut in between colors. So that'll be fun. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look at the next bit here. This is our two shot. This is AP notes. Uh, Take one is great. Take two is also great. Excellent. That's what we like to see.
Camera rolls.
Zakar?
5 AP. Take 1.
It's also funny. I devised a system to be able to tell which takes Elena liked and which one she didn't, and that's like by putting them on higher timeline or higher tracks of the timeline. And I'm now completely ignoring that and just looking at the notes. So I don't know. Have your own rules, have your own system, and break them when you need to.
Frame.
Action.
I did not ask for this.
No. No, you didn't. Arthur, you didn't ask for this.
Did not.
Movement. That's what we're starting on. This is meant to, from the wide shot that we had back here. Nope, that's not it. From this guy, from this wide shot. Um, yeah, we see him cross towards her, and then as he crosses, we cut from there into this shot. So there's a cut on this movement, and specifically on this switch.
No. No, you didn't. Arthur, You didn't ask for this. Listen. Listen. Take the money.
No. No way.
No one's stopping you. I'm not. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Remember our shot? Elena, we've gone back and forth on this a little bit. That shot in the kitchen where she offers him the wallet, that two shot that really is kind of flat and sort of just proscenium and doesn't convey a whole lot as much as the close-ups do. Uh, I'm coming around. We need that shot in the movie because this shot's a mirror. This shot mirrors it. Good planning, but yeah, it's the same framing. This I think with the bag of money instead of the wallet, it's still money. It's wallet versus bag of money. Yeah, I think I'm gonna argue we need that shot in because we got this.
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Oh, I love that exit. I love it. I love that moment. Oh my god, so fucking good. All right, we got the cut there. This one I might actually keep, like, might cut the audio out at the end and just let it land on her for a sec because she looks the right way. We're gonna work on that.
Camera roll.
Listen to Arthur get the energy in.
Try the shot.
Is the phone? No.
No, it is not. Thank you. Settle, everybody settle, actors connect.
Frank.
Action.
I did not ask for this.
Cut right about there. Delete. Back.
No. No. You didn't. Arthur, listen. Take the money. No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky. Right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Oh, I love the way they do this. Oh, I love that last cry. That last cry is like, if anyone's seen Hamilton, that's what that reminds me. That's very Eliza.
No.
All right, next shot. Now we're doing close-ups.
Take one.
Oh, mediums then close-ups.
Frank.
Action.
What lens am I on here? Am I actually on the 50?
I did not ask for this.
No, you didn't, Arthur. Listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
No way.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
Oh, reflection in the window. Love it.
Get in, get out, get lucky. Right?
Oh my god, she's so good.
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Cut.
Oh, wow. Like, man, talk about. Whew, this is why I said I want to get to the end of this scene tonight and didn't set much else because this is good.
Camera roll.
Sakura, roll.
Wait a second, did we only do one take of that? We did one take, 5 ARs. Is that it? Yeah, great, so good. Only take of this. Yeah, we did one take, and then Arthur, we have two takes. Good and good for yeah, wow, yeah, no, jeez. Okay, I was like, I hope there's not a second take here because I don't want to even entertain the idea of cutting of not using this one. That was beautiful. Okay, here we go. Arthur shots. And we got like we have three takes here. What's this thing? Oh, gotcha. That's our outro take. Okay, here we go.
Camera roll.
Sakura, rolling.
Flash HQ, take one.
Settle,
ask for this.
No, no. Arthur, you didn't. Listen. Take the money.
No way.
No one's stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky. Right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Cut. Camera rolls.
It was good. I'm gonna have a lot of fun working on the fireworks stuff on this movie. Like that's gonna be a fun, just an After Effects stream of just sitting here watching me. If you're one of the viewers thinking this is a little bit slow paced, just you wait.
AQ, take one.
Ask for this.
Let's put a cut there.
No. Arthur, you didn't. Listen.
Okay, so that's the take we just watched. Let's watch the next one.
Frame.
Action.
I did not ask for this.
No, you didn't, Arthur. You didn't ask for this. Listen. Take the money.
No way.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Cut.
Good. Cool. There we go. Delete that. All right. Let's just watch our last take here, which is a silent take, just a cool
Camera
clip.
rolls.
Safar?
As our finale here.
As take one.
Safar, come back here with me.
Did we make a note for AS? We said first take so fucking good, second take a lot more cold. Okay, cool. Let's watch.
Frame.
Action.
I'm also gonna throw a quick line out to people here. So this shot's a dolly shot, and we haven't like it's been a while since we had the dolly. We started the scene with a dolly shot. I think it might be the only one. I think we had one dolly shot so far, and it's the first shot. And so the first and last shot of the scene are dolly shots. And obviously we're shooting this. This is over the course of one night. This is now 6 or 7 hours later. Actually, I wonder if I can find it exactly. If I bring up properties, am I gonna get date and time? No, you're just giving me the information that's important in terms of the scene. You're not giving me information that's important in terms of the date of the time of the shot. But yeah, we're shooting 5 or 6 hours later with like I don't know 6, 7, 5, 6 with breaks and everything. We're shooting this, and so the weird hair there. Um, and so we're tired at this point, and the instinct is just it's a dolly. Like guys, just find a way to do it without the dolly. Like, but I'll tell you, this shots like this are the reason. Like, you got to save that energy for that for those last little pushes, because getting that right is essential. Uh, and you get shots like this. Which is just
Cut.
That was
such a good moment. Just that this is a circular dolly, so we're just kind of coming around her. But just yeah, absolutely, I love this shot. I'm so happy with it. This moment kind of feels like the dolly shots are usually have a bit more of a flair to them. Um, and in this case, yeah, like this one feels like the culmination of everything because you got movement, you've got the body down there. You got the cool lighting from the fireworks, and then you've got just the magnificent acting from Maddie, and just it all kind of comes together in that last moment, and it's yeah. So The things that matter, I mean, your whole scene matters. Getting everything right definitely matters, but beginning and endings are hugely essential. And if you don't get those, like, if yeah, like, if just 'cause- you know if you just because you've been going for a while, don't skimp on the ending. The endings are they're worth getting right.
Take two.
Action.
Movement started, so we're gonna cut there. I think we do a reset in here, do we? We just kind of land here. No, we just kind of land there. Yeah, first take's better. First take is definitely better. Only really because you see that because of the tears. 'Cause she really like just see like the light hits and you see the tears coming down her face and it's just yeah. Yeah, that tear is just oh, you cannot beat that. I am gonna give this, let's bring this down. I'm gonna give this take a little bit of a zoom. So that our final frame is a little bit less. Let's go to 105. Let's go to 110. That final frame is a little bit bottom heavy for me in terms of just I'd rather have her in. Oop, yeah, a little more centered there. Come up a bit, kind of like that. If I do the whole take that way, what does it look like? And that groaning is the dolly, so that's obviously a thing that we can. Yeah, that's good. I might do position scale, bring this down to the end of the take, and then just reset both of them back to here and here, so we can watch the take kind of. Well, you can watch it have a zoom as well. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's gonna rock. Okay, cool. Thank you, Premiere. Okay, the only other thing I want to take a look at before I jump into this is the end of these wide shots here. Is that a wide shot or is that close up? Come on, Premiere, we're not done yet. There we go, that's close up. Wide shot? That's wide shot, okay. Let's watch the end of this. Let's save again. And play.
Text her down.
Now we're gonna have to let that play in the two shot. That's fine. I think that's the first take. That's the plate. What's this take look like? Nah, she's still okay. Cool. So we'll let that play in the next shot. All right. Cool. 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 Awesome. All right. So we are going to come back down here to the scene itself and start putting this, piecing this together bit by bit. Uh, First, we're gonna take like a 5-ish minute break before we come back in to start piecing it together. So we're gonna be right back up, and we will see you guys in about 5. All right. See you then. Okay, let's get back into this. Ah, and we're back. Let's make this thing a little taller. I'm standing up now because gotta stretch. Um, also, huckleberry jelly beans from Alaska are astoundingly good. Okay. Mm. I need more huckleberry in my life. Okay, here's where we left off. Let's do it. We do a murder. Cool. Okay. So, from leaving off here, I cut the video, not the audio, which is important because I don't need the video. I don't think I need the video of this at all. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Let's go. I'm gonna move it out. We'll see if we need it. All right. Start layering in some audio. Let's see. Sorry, Stephanie. Didn't mean to scare you. So this should be something right about there, give or take. Let's bring the video to that. Actually, we can cut the audio as well. That actually we can use that gasp, I think. Ah, get back here. Okay, so we're gonna push this up a little bit. Yeah, now we got the space for it down here. We got these tracks, so bring this down to about there. That looks good. Alright, so he's falling there. Probably cut the audio on that one about to there. Arthur panics and flees. Sorry, this one's getting loud. Let's cut the video back to there. I might need a third level of audio tracks here. Just one sec. We're gonna put that in. Right there. There we go. Apologies to my sound editor. That looks good. Let's bring this back down so we can use it. Something like there. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how much, yeah. Bring in Madeline. Yeah, put the cut there. Might be all we need right there. Just that little bit. So, watching the moment ahead of time, save and play.
Who the fuck are you?
Cool. That works pretty well. I think I think sound-wise we make it really chaotic without needing it to be like fully visually chaos. Like, yeah, I don't need to intercut that. Again, it's very very possible to kind of overcut action stuff like that, and kind of we want it to be chaotic, so we got to cut, 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 cut. And I think it's possible to overdo that if you start lose the thread of it. But these two with Madeline and Arthur, I mean, and with Robert as well, even though he's just kind of coming in and falling, they all do a very good job conveying the chaos, visually, and cutting away from that can kind of, again, editor's job, enhance performance and kind of take it to the, follow the path that the actors laid down as opposed to trying to reshape my own. So yeah.
You, you killed.
I think I'm gonna let this beat go longer with no dialogue.
You, you.
First takes longer. Let's take a look at that one more time. Put a little bit of cut there. I don't think we don't need to see Arthur kneeling down so much. We can just see him. Cool. All right. Now the two things you're not seeing or hearing right here. Two things you're not seeing or hearing right here. One is the visual effects of the fireworks outside the window, which I'm gonna add very faintly in post. And man, we're gonna or in the second pass of this, or the second or third pass, once we kind of hit picture lock and I can start working on VFX. Um, so yeah, once we get to that, you're not seeing that, which is, man, I will tell you some of the most intense visual effects work and some of the like, and I'm gonna go to say the vast majority of visual effects work in films, um, is a lot of stuff that is really subtle. It's a lot of window replacements. It's a lot of background stuff that you're not, you see the Iron Man suit and you're like, okay, I know that's a visual effect. Um, you do it with but like you're sitting so there's a visual effect there, but you're not paying attention to like someone in the back, someone has made that cityscape behind him and has made it, done the background, and someone's done some stuff that you think of like, oh well, that's just a thing that happened on set, or a little detail of just to make the shots. A lot of times if you're doing a shot where you're looking through a window, a lot of times the window, like the foreground element there, is a visual effect. And that includes like the reflections of what's ever back there in the window. And so, uh, in this case, yeah, I'm going to be putting some very, very subtle fireworks behind those windows, and it's just barely going to be there, just to the point that it makes sense that you're seeing this light, but it's not going to be. Not Don't want to steal the scene with it. All right. So what you're not seeing is the fireworks, and what you're not, and what happens is, um, right before this, you're going to hear people in the partiers in the rest of the house go Happy New Year, and then the lights, and then the fireworks start, and that is the um yeah, that's kind of the, like, in some ways the punchline to the murder is there's that moment of pause where we're like, what the fuck did we just do? And then we're reminded very heavily that there's a party going on and that it's a New Year's party, and hey, happy 2020. Anyway, um cool. So we're gonna take this stuff and move it away for a bit because I don't think we're gonna use it right now. We've got that close up on Robert. I don't of Robert's body. I don't think we're gonna use it. I don't think we need it that much. Let's come back over here to close it to. Let's watch some shots over here. Uh,
I did not ask for this.
No.
okay, good. So we are probably gonna use that maybe. I don't know if we need. The close up on him actually does a good job using it, but we're gonna try this. So let's go ahead and usual thing. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna bring it down to where we're working. Do, 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 do. And paste. Good. Let's move this stuff. Oh, you don't need to move everything. Just move this stuff here down a bit. Move that to there. Yeah, not that far. I might need it. It's all infinite digital space that doesn't really exist, and yet I'm still sitting here working with it, trying to parse it out. Okay.
Cut.
That was great. I really.
Okay, here we go.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't.
Alright, so yeah, we like these 2 takes. We like this one. So, same deal. Cut, and I'm gonna bring a little of that other close-up in, I think, just because it's a little bit of continuity for getting us out of this moment. Paste. Okay, we can bring both of these down. Kind of like one like that, like that. Good. Get a close-up down here of Arthur. Or Madeline. Yeah, because that starts with Arthur. And that moment's good. So cut that as well and bring it down. Do 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 do. Okay, cool. So paste. Boom. Sweet. Save the project. And we continue. So,
I did not ask for this.
good. So that is a moment for the end. So we're going to bring that back to here. Paste. Let's look at these guys.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You were on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this. You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Oh, that second take is these both takes are both so good, but that second take I think is the more vulnerable of the two by like the tiniest nose. But like a cute little corgi nose, just slightly more vulnerable, just a little bit. Tiny little corgi nose.
You.
I'm actually gonna back this up and see.
A little closer to your face. All right.
Frame.
Action. All right.
Frame.
Once I say frame, I might be able to use this.
Action.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Action.
You.
Shit.
Pull that back, so we might use the video. Let's pull this back here. Let's bring in Arthur a little bit. Let's look at Arthur's take here because we're going to use that as well, obviously.
You.
Again, same deal. I want to back this up a little bit, so I've got the close-ups of them with the lighting.
Action. Action.
You.
Action.
Yeah, he gives us plenty there. Like, he gave us that pause, which is great. Thank you, Adam. Pull that sound back, and we can use it when we need it.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Nicely done. I think there was something in the first take of him that I actually liked a lot for one of those moments. Let me bring that back. There it is.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
What do
Shit.
What do we do?
Shit.
What do we?
Yeah, that beginning's good. I like the beginning. The beginning of this one I really like because he is coming across. He's very. We're gonna save and then we're gonna play it and then yeah, everything's gonna work. Come on, Premiere. There we go.
Shit.
Yeah, that beginning is good. That beginning he feels more in shock the way kind of she is at the beginning, and then we see him take a stand for, saying she's on her own because he didn't do anything. That's worth. I think that's worth. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Can I paste this in here when I have space for it? I do. Excellent. So we start with the fireworks. We cut to the fireworks on him. Gotta make sure it's. Nope. Undo that, please. Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, I've had Premiere, I don't think I've ever once used the like slider on the clip that lets me reduce the opacity. Like if I reduce the opacity, I tend to do it just up in the opacity tab. I've never actually done it that way. I know there's other things I could put there, but I've never really found. I don't think any of them are super useful in terms of. Come on, okay. In terms of just the way I edit, I tend to find things in other places. Hey, let's see what those last light. If I can get these colors to sort of match up. So there's kind of on the brightest point we can cut. Because if I can cut on the color on the lights, that's cool. Again, it's cutting on some kind of movement. It kind of works actually. All right, let's go to her.
Yeah.
Actually, no, this one's longer. Let's see what it look like in both takes. Looks more shell shocked there. Let's use that. We can use the same audio because it's not just room tone, and that's probably gonna get replaced anyway by our sound editor, who is far more talented than I. It's kind of the brightest point there. Actually, this might end up being the same length. Maybe, or even a little bit shorter. What am I doing? Oh man, if there's any chance that we start her take on green, I'm gonna be so happy. Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to what we had. That worked better. Then we can bring in her.
Yeah.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
That's the cut there. Come on.
Yeah.
Shit.
You killed. Yeah.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
So real quick thing about visual effects, and we'll just talk about fireworks for a second. Um, there are ways to do visual effects, and like with this with the footage I get out of this camera, I could theoretically create a get my back working. I could theoretically create a like just on shots like this, do a like a bit of a bit of a like a color matte here and have and change the colors and kind of fake that lighting. I could fake that lighting on their faces and it would look like and it would still look good. Um, but I think doing it practically is better. My like the cinematographer in me likes prefers to do it practically because it just it's why put myself through hell in post production compensating for like all the nuances of light when I can do it here and it works really well. Um, Actually, what I would do is I'd go in After Effects, I'd create a fake light and have it hit him that way. But this, I like how, like, I think this looks, like this. If I was doing that, I'd be trying to get back to looking like this. And if I can create this without needing to do that, I want to do this. But, um, if you ever watch the behind the scenes of like the Transformers movies, like any of the action scenes, you will see they sort of take the same philosophy where you'll just see a street full of cars like kind of one by one sort of blow up or get thrown around, and then you will watch if when you watch the film it's they digitally put in Optimus Prime going down the street moving the things, but they did you want to like I think a good way to approach visual effects is to any practical thing that would happen in the scene that you could do practically, you should do practically. Because that helps the visual effects feel like they're part of it. Because it's like, yeah, like we're gonna see this light on this guy's face, on Arthur here, and it gives us, and it like because that looks very real, it helps us believe the visual effects, and it's also less work for the visual effects team, to have to put in the other stuff.
You
Shit.
killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Good. Then we cut back to him. Somebody says shit.
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit. You killed.
Shit.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do any.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't.
Do?
Let's see that ending. We know was good from there.
Why?
I don't know. It just happened. It happened.
We're gonna use this clip here. Let's go ahead and cut, bring it down. Just kind of move to the other side of the take. Paste.
It just happened.
Shit.
Gotta get the timing right on that. Let's bring up this down. Let's look at when he says it here. Curiosity.
Shit. Shit.
Actually, pretty similar delivery almost.
Shit.
I think I'm just gonna use the original audio because that timing is so good. Let's keep it there for now so I can see where these need to line up. If I pull this back, oop, too much. Let's pull this back to about there.
Shit.
Okay, those actually line up pretty good. So I can keep that there for a sec. Let's pull this back so they line up. There we go.
This happened.
Shit.
Happened.
Shit.
It's pretty close.
Shit. Why did you?
I don't.
So we go back to that kind of keep it. The reason I kind of wanted to like I like that I can I think kind of keep the audio from that first take all the way through, is because I really like the cadence the two of them have in this close up where it's just that rhythm of you shit you killed shit I don't know why I don't know what just happened then he says shit I like the rhythm of that.
You.
Shit.
You killed.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we?
Let that kind of go for a second. Then we bring her back in. Then we cut about there, give or take. We bring her back in. We'll cut around. Okay, so I know where this cut is. It's kind of. Actually, hang on. Can I just? What if I just do it this way? What if I drop his clip up there? Just extend this kind of all the way to the end, and then we'll cut where we need to.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
On your own.
Seeing her react is excellent.
What?
I did not ask for this.
What?
I did not ask for this.
He starts moving, and we hear her say that. Good. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go delete that and delete that.
What do we do?
Let's see. Is that take 1 or take 2? This is 95. That's 94. So that's take 1. We want take 2.
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
Got that cut.
What do we do?
Pull this down. Grab this. Bring it over. Just assembly, assembly, assembly.
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
Alright, give me a sec. I want to pull this up. I want to bring this out from her. Actually, no, I don't want to cut away from him on this moment. This moment's too important for him. Let's undo some of that. Oop, nope, put it back. There we go.
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What? Shit.
Nope, no, that's this thing. Where's the end? Oh, the ending is here. Delete that. Bring this in.
What?
I did not.
What? What?
I did not ask for this. Ask for this.
Does this work to put a cut in here so that there's a beat before he puts the bag down? Let's see.
I did not ask for this. I did not ask for this.
Okay, that's pretty good in terms of a. Let's watch that from here. Happy New Year! There we go. A little bit early.
Shit. Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
Good. Yeah. And this is the thing we talked about cutting to. Let's take that one and put it in the RHSC because that's still a good take. There's nothing we're using it here. That's a death moment. That's the monologue. Paste there. Back to the scene. Save. All right, let's look at our. Oop, again, using that. I'm not using that slider, guys.
I did not ask for this.
Put the cut there, give or take. That's way too quick. I think we're better off doing this in another shot. Let's take a look at this one.
Camera rolls.
I did not ask for this.
Stop.
Ask for this.
Honestly, part of me wants to keep that wide shot. It's quick, but I kind of want to use it. Um, question is, how hard is this going to make my life to do this shot? And how far can I go with this before I start feeling uncomfortable visual effects wise? Out to there. Okay, so yeah. Cool. All right, so, and it's kind of essential what the next cut, what the next shot is. I think we'll see. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at. So here's the quick thing. Uh here's your visual effects moment for the night, which is this moment here. We're going to cut that and bring it down. So with visual effects, in this case, I need to hide Denzel back there because I'm going to be putting the fireworks outside the window, but I also need to get rid of Denzel hiding in the background. So to do that, we shot what's called a plate, and a plate is a shot of the room with nobody in it, just the background as it exists. This shot is a still shot. There's nothing going on here, so now I can there's nothing, no movement, so I can take the speed for this shot and I can take it down. I can take it down to 50%, which is perfect. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over, put a cut. I'm going to put it over both of the shots where we see Denzel, which are these two shots here. I'll pull that back. So now we have a shot that's just the blank wall that's got the same lighting as everything else minus the fireworks. If I turn this off, like you got their shadows, but the fireworks when they're on right here, they're not really casting on the wall much. Casting on the desks, that's important, but not really anything else. So here's what I need to do: is I'm basically gonna cut Denzel out of this shot, and that's another reason this shot has locked off framing. However, it's not a moving shot because moving shots are hard to work with. And that's another reason if you watch, I don't know, my Instagram is flooded with like behind the scenes filmmaker commercial videos where they're using robotic cameras, like cameras on these big articulated arms that are like kind of doing these pre-programmed movements, and the benefit of that is that the movement is the exact same every time. So if you have it do the same movement over and over again, you can then do, if you have a moving plate that's the exact same as the shot, it's easy enough to brush out things that aren't supposed to be there and know that the frame is still going to line up. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this top shot. We're going to go ahead and select it. All right, we're going to turn it back on, and I'm going to do an opacity mask with a square. And basically, all I'm going to do is just kind of arrange it around Denzel here. Kind of up here, we're just going to brush him right out, just like that. We're going to bring it down. This is a really rough version, but it's going to work beautifully. There we go. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. We're going to come into, what, 25% probably? That should be good. Actually, I'm like, yeah, 25%. 50 is probably too much, but let's take a look anyway. 50%. 50% is fine. Okay, so we're going to come up here. We're going to add some more dots to this shape. We're going to add one here. Pull it down. Right around the arm of the chair. Come up a little bit. I'm trying to keep as much of the chair in there as I can, just because the chair because it's that leather, there's a good chance it's going to catch some of the light. So I want to make sure I keep that. We're going to bring this down a little bit. Or just kind of bring my view down a little bit. Now we're going to bring another piece in here. Just kind of come around the chair. Yeah, we're going to add a lot more. Just go piece by piece. Just like that. Cool. Now we're going to bring this down a little more so I get to the top of the desk. Bring this down here. Just piece by piece, layering the blank one, the plate, over top of Denzel. I think if I put one here and pull this back a bit, I can kind of lean into the curve of the chair. That's pretty good. Like this. So we get that edge of the desk. Cool. Same deal with our little organizer thing here. Something like that. Pull up a bit so we get that, kind of get the organizer, but not Denzel. Like I said, a lot of visual effects is just tweaking background details. this down to about here, kind of like that. Pull this up. We still got Denzel's elbow to get out of the shot. That's easy enough. We're going to go back to 25%. And if I grab another one here, pull it a little bit this way, just a bit. That's come up here. This is a really rough technique, but it works quite well for something like this. There we go. And now, if we go back to fitting it, we can save. And if I was to turn the bottom track off now, we just have our little sectional wall. Looks like that. Turn the bottom track on, and now we've pretty much cut out anything that shouldn't be there. Though I think that's a bit of Denzel's shadow there. If I turn this off a little bit, so I'm going to take that plate again. I'm going to get back to my opacity mask here. I'm just going to move these little bits and have them line up right along the edge of the window there. Kind of like that. I click off. Almost got it. Gonna zoom in again to 50%. There's a little bit of shadow work that needs to be done, but not too much. It actually looks pretty good. Hit select, mask, up here. Just put it right along the edge of that nice windowsill or window. Is it a windowsill if it's is it a windowsill if it is along the side, not the bottom? Is the sill just the bottom part? I don't know. Bring this over here like that. There we go. Cool. Bring it back to fit. There's a little bit of color work to do, but this is all raw color anyway. So now, if I let this play, actually, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soften the edge up a little bit. We're going to take the feathering to about 50%. Actually, it's not even percentage, it's just 50 pixels. A little bit of ambient light there that we're gonna have to work on in post, but that's not too bad. Yeah. So I am gonna have to like do a little color matching in post to make sure that the very subtle lighting that's happening on the wall there happens on that cutout that we just did. Uh, but it's not bad. And so now what I can do is I can just take this, I can copy it, come down to here, and I can do a paste attributes where I just paste the opacity. I guess motion as well, doesn't really matter. And now that should do the same thing. We still gotta do with the color, but and she almost crosses it, but not quite. And that works out quite well. And just that one moment that I'm gonna have to copy. That'll be pretty easy. Take some time in color grading, but it's not too bad right now. So nice. Yeah, just kind of brightening things up to that blue. And there's easy ways to work with that hue to make that happen. So yeah, that is a real quick version of how you do a plate in a short scene, in a very short and dirty way. That's before color grading. The other thing stuff like this is really good for is if I need to do a big wide shot of like somebody speaking, like in a church or something, or in a concert hall, and I need a big wide shot of them speaking. So we can put a lav on them, but if we want to use a boom mic, obviously you want to be close to them for the boom mic, so you would shoot a plate with nothing there, with the all the space above them, just clear the way it would be, and then when you film them talking, you have the sound operator in there with the boom clearly in frame, and then you take the plate and you kind of replace the ceiling, and you can get the boom person out of there in that shot. Happy New Year! Yeah, so that'll be easy enough to fix. It's only a couple of frames, so that's easy. Cool, sweet, save. All right, team, let's get to the end of this. Get like 2 more shots. I think literally it's like 3 minutes. Yeah, I think there's 2 takes of Arthur. Oh no, there's the 2 shot there. Okay, so let's grab all that. Let's grab all of this and take it in. Cut. We'll cut it up and piece it together, and that'll be our project for the night. This is going well. I'm really happy with this, guys. I'm so glad to be back. Paste. Sweet. Let's bring these guys. Let's bring these two down now that we know what we're working with. I'm gonna keep that one up because I know we like that one a little bit better. These are both equally good. All right. All right. I think I want the two shot. I really do. I think that's where we need to, how this needs to go.
No, no, you didn't. Arthur, you didn't ask for this. Listen, listen. You didn't, Arthur. No, no, you didn't. Arthur, listen. Take the money. Arthur, listen.
Yeah, I think we use that as the beginning. I think that's got the right mix of panic a little bit, panic and urgency that Madeline requires. It also,
No, no,
oh my God, that worked.
no, 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 you didn't, Arthur.
Oh, I was so worried about that continuity cut and that. Oh man, cut on movement, guys. It works. Ah, all right.
Listen. No, no, you didn't, Arthur. Listen.
Good. We get that moment, then we cut to close up on her when she says, "Take the money."
Frame.
Even though I do love the beginning of this,
I did not ask for
even
this.
though we are flaring the lens a little bit.
No, you didn't, Arthur. Listen, listen, listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
This scene is gonna be the thing like again the thing about editing, we are here to follow the path the actors lay down. This moment is about equality. This moment is about the two of them on equal footing. uh like this is the culmination of their relationship that we've been building. This is what everything has been building up to. So the editing here is actually really easy because it's about both of them. It's equal. There's no, with this scene here, I let it lean a little heavier. At the beginning, it's a little heavily on Maddie, and then at the end, it's a little more heavily on Arthur, because at the beginning, it's, she just committed a murder, so she's sitting there being like, we want to see her process. And then here, when Arthur takes a stand, we want to see that. So we kind of the scales kind of tip a tiny, tiny bit in that scene. Here is the two of them, like, fun, this is, like, spoiler alert. This is I think the last moment. This is certainly the last moment we see the two of them make eye contact in the same frame. Um, we see that, like, there's a little bit more to the movie, so we do see a little bit more. But there are times where they share the frame, but this is the last time the two of them really are seeing eye to eye. So this moment it needs to be like literally it's eye to eye. The shots need to be eye to eye. It needs to be equal. We're gonna see the person who's talking for the most part. We're gonna cut. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty simple because also like it's important to, especially in this moment of no other moment in the movie, that the editing not distract from the story.
Arthur, listen. Arthur, listen.
I love the way she does in this take. She just the listen, listen, listen. Yep, let's cut that back.
You didn't, Arthur. Listen, listen, listen. Arthur.
Wrong thing. Let's delete. We'll delete stuff beforehand. There we go. So let's see if this works.
Arthur, listen. Listen.
All right, she does that same kind of little. Wow, that again, talking about a while back, we're talking about them just like one of the hallmarks of professional actors is the consistency, the ability to hit these emotional beats every single time, and it's not just can they get there, it's can they get there for over and over again for every take. Which is, I mean, the same rule applies to like, I mean, it's expensive cameras and expensive gear. It's not so much can it do it, it's can it do it consistently, without too much of a hassle. But um, yeah, like she does. Listen to the way she does that little gasp, identical both times.
Listen.
It's identical. It's so good.
Listen.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull the audio back here, pull the video up here, and we're gonna try putting these together like this.
Listen. Listen, listen, listen.
Probably even cut into this a little bit, kind of in the middle of that. But yeah, it's the same. It's the like forget delivering the lines the same way. She's delivering the little the the sobs and the gasps the same way. That is chef's kiss, beautiful.
Arthur, listen. Listen, listen, listen. Listen, 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 listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
Good. And now we're just cutting back and forth between the two of them. That's this is so good. I love it. Okay, so that's her. And man, with her, it's easy 'cause she's this one magnificent take. Oh, that's a great little smile out of her. That's fantastic. Okay. I think two shot we save for the end. Look at the script here. Yeah, I think we come back to the two shot at the end again. In some ways, sort of following the pattern we just laid down in the earlier bit of like wide shot, close up, close up, close up, close up, close up, and then wide shot again, and kind of do that because I know like he's absolutely leaving in that two shot. Like that moment when he leaves is just so good. This shot is the ending, so this shot's gonna go over here. Let's look at this one. So actually, we're gonna look at both. That's what we're gonna do.
No way.
Oh man, like that's
Take the money.
watch his reaction.
No way.
No one is stopping you. Arthur, you didn't listen. Listen. Take the money.
No way.
I'm gonna have to see how these both play. I like the first one a little bit better because it has that. It's a little,
No way.
but that kind of it might match up with the I did not ask for this beat that he just had. So let's compare both. So we're gonna take both of these. Let's drop this one in first.
I did not ask for this.
No. No. You didn't. Arthur, listen. Listen, listen, listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
No way.
Has to be a quicker cut if we're gonna do that.
Take the money. Take the money.
No way.
Okay, not bad. Let's try the other one.
No way.
Take the money. Take the money.
That should cut very quickly to see him, no matter what.
Take the money.
Let's cut like 2/3 of that off and just stick with this.
Take the money.
No way.
Yeah, I think letting that vulnerability come through is the better choice on this one.
You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
No way.
Even quicker, maybe.
Take the money. Take the money.
No way.
Maybe. I think I'm getting a little distracted because there's the room tone changes.
Take the money.
No way.
Leave it like that for now. That might be a thing we tweak. Like I'm gonna put a marker on this to take another look at this next time I come in to do a pass. But something about that, yeah. There's a very very correct answer somewhere in that.
You didn't. Arthur, listen. Listen, listen, listen.
Let me tweak this a little bit here.
For this.
I forgot to put that to tweak that sound effect there. Let's put that in. So let's go ahead and bring this down like that. Bring this over. Yeah, that's right. Pull this back a bit.
No. No.
That works. Cool. Forgot to do that. Forgot to make that cut happen.
Take the money.
No way.
All right, back to Madeline.
No way.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky. Right? Right?
No way.
No one. Take the money.
No way.
I love the colored lighting for several reasons, like from a visual perspective, but I love that it kind of gives it this. They're almost in this like it almost feels dreamlike. They're in this kind of haze of color and nothing feels real, and I like that. Because I think it kind of visually, even in a subtle way, kind of mirrors that. Like so many times movies do the thing where like a big dramatic violent moment happens, and you get that kind of like either you get kind of the shell shock kind of tone playing where it's like that kind of like drowns out the other music sound, or they bring the sound kind of down to the sort of like if you do have dialogue or have sound, it's kind of that like it kind of sort of washes out kind of thing, and you usually get like sometimes sometimes where like the color kind of fades a bit or it gets colder or something, colder visually, like you get to get more of a blue. um and this one, in this case, I don't know if this was intentional, Elena. Like, I know obviously you wanted the fireworks beat there as a partially as a comedic bit, kind of punchline to the death, but also just as a thing to have. But this ended up being giving us a nice this ended up giving us a nice like it still kind of has that nothing here. This moment feels unreal, feels dreamlike, feels kind of like we're in a void without without specifically doing anything. Like, yeah, this is. I think we pulled it off in a way I haven't seen before.
Take the money.
No way.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky. Right? Right? Out, get lucky. Stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
I think I want to go to the two shot for this moment. The get in, get out, get lucky line we've heard a couple times. I think that should be the two shot. I think we should see his reaction when she says it to him. Where is that? Is that over here? No, it's over here. Let's grab the ending here. Actually, no, let's grab this moment. Let's look at these takes.
I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
That's so good, man.
Get in, get out, get lucky. Right?
Where's the bathroom?
Yep, first take.
I'm not. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Yeah, that ending is so good. Amazing, stunning work from these actors. This is why I love working with people like this.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right? I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right? Lucky, right? Right? Get out, get lucky, right? Get in, get out, get lucky, right? Get out, get lucky.
I'm gonna try. This is kind of an aggressive cut, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get this to work because I really do like the way she says right here. It's like it's more of a question than it is in the two shot.
Get in, get out, get lucky, right? I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky.
How'd she say it in this take? Why would just use the audio?
Right?
Did she say really? I think she says it fast here. Let's pull this back and see.
Get in, get out, get lucky, right? Get in, get out, get lucky, right? Get in, get out, get lucky. Get lucky. Get out, get lucky. Right?
Nah, I think it's better the other one. Okay. It's better if I just do it like this. Oop, hang on, let me.
Get lucky, right?
Let's play for a little bit longer. Again, I'm letting emotional beats going for too long.
Right?
Where's the audio? Before he looks away while they're maintaining eye contact, we're gonna let that play. Need a little more space here. Thank you. Peace. Back to that.
Right?
Let this go a little bit as long as I can. Before she looks away. There we go, just about that.
Right?
Let's take that moment and bring it down here. Let's clear these guys out. Delete. Alright, where's his shot? Because we want to have his reaction there, seeing him struggle with this.
Right? Get lucky. Right?
Oh man, he's like that's the depth in his eyes there, like without even moving.
Right?
We talk about film acting as being like you got to bring it all to your eyes, and like in stage acting you have to, perform that it's happening, and in film acting you just need to think like we just need to watch you think about it happening, whatever it is. This is a beautiful example of that. Just watching everything behind his eyes is so good. Go to him, go to her. I'm gonna try playing this in reverse. And like I said, I know I wasn't gonna over edit this, but actually playing it in reverse might work. I'm overthinking this. Hang on a sec. Let me back this up and undo that reversing. Let this play for a second longer, I think. Or a second less, actually.
Get lucky, right?
Oh man, I really do like the way he plays this, though. I really do love that two-shot. I don't want to change that at all. Let's look at the other take of him and how he does it. Let's see. Yeah, we did look. Let's look at it again. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Oh man, I am feeling for him though. I'm just, I can feel
Right?
myself. It's so good. It's so close. Oh, these guys are so good.
Next door down.
That's the answer. I think I just found it. Okay. Let's put a cut.
Where's the bathroom?
Let's go ahead and we're just gonna copy this. I don't know if I'm gonna use this later, but we're gonna copy it and bring it in. We're gonna use the spot, just a different spot. That'll work. So we'll take out this close up, that one. We're gonna move this down. We'll paste this in here. Bring this down here. They're about the same length now. All we gotta do is take the audio off of this. Extend that a bit. I might do it. Not too much. Hang on a sec. Cool. So now we can delete that. Delete that. Bring these down a bit like this. Switch this one over and in like that. Now we can use this audio. It's almost room tone, just about. Up. Back without adding much. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. This might be too long anyway. Let's see. Mic's still working. You guys still hear me? Pull that back. Any space there? Yeah, almost. Just gotta duplicate some stuff. Actually, got any more audio that I can pull off of this? That might actually work. That does it. A sec, tiny bit less there. There we go. Take that, push this to there, pull this back, and that's how you cover. Beautiful. I think this needs to be reversed. I think it's a playing it this way. It's him. All I gotta do here is put a cut like that and switch these around. I think that'll work. My sound guy will do it better than I can, but we're gonna start with this. Let me bring this in.
Next door down.
She looks over at Arthur. Let's watch the ending of this. Yeah, he exits frame. Let's watch this. Hang on a sec. That cut shouldn't be. I'm aware this is cutting this way is kind of overindulgent, and I know this is probably going on a bit longer than it needs to, but and pacing wise we'll fix it. But for now, I'm including everything because everything is good. She looks over at the body, and that becomes our cut in for this shot, which gets us to the end. Yep, and that's how you do it. That's the ending. Let's watch that. Let's watch that ending.
No, no, you didn't. Arthur, listen. Listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
No.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Might be overcutting at the ending, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that there's a good version of this right there. I want to try something real quick. I just want to try taking all of these shots out for 1 sec. Just letting this play.
Wait.
No one's stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Save and play.
Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Okay, doing it that way, I do think it plays. It's a little bit too. It's too abrupt. I think we do kind of need. Yeah, I think we do need that. One of the moments where
Get
it
in, get
is.
out, get lucky, right?
It's beneficial to stretch time and kind of have the two of them have this moment together.
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Wonder if I can do a quick. Where's my effects? stabilizer here to avoid the thing, that little bounce that happens. The video might start skipping here. That little bounce that happens when he exits. So we'll let this thing work on that while I do a count here. Let's see how long this scene actually ends up being. Come back to the beginning. Let's see. This thing's gonna be working for 2 minutes. I'm gonna let it work for a second, then I'll come back to it. We're just gonna take a little stretch. Oof. Just all the muscles in my shoulders, my hands cracking. Excellent. I don't know if you can see the counter kind of right here, but it's going through, switching between percentage and which frame it's on of a total to estimated time remaining. So we're at 86%, 10 seconds. Here we go. Let's see if this fixes that little blip. Not that I think it's a problem. I'll see him storming out and, yep, here we go. Stabilizing. Okay, zoomed in a good bit. Let's see if this is moving at all to watch this. Oh no, it's kind of overdoing it.
Thanks to my down.
Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, we'll stick with having that little blip. Sometimes it's better that way. This shot, I tried a stabilized version of this shot when I was first looking at the footage, and man, it just warped it way too much because she is so center frame and she's such a huge element of the frame that the algorithm that controls the movement was thinking that it had to compensate for her movements and her lack thereof, and it was, yeah. Anyway, let's answer the question. We start this scene at 9 minutes, 18 seconds, and 13 frames. We end it at 17 minutes, 17 seconds, and 10 frames. So we're talking about an 8-minute scene. That looks like 9 minutes to 9 plus. Yeah, we're talking about an 8-minute scene. In the script, it's 5 pages. So that's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Amazing. I'm actually really happy with this. There's this is what's the phrase, you can't miss if you got good material, which is not entirely true, but this cast makes it so easy. All right, now just for fun, let's do a real quick before we wrap up for the night. This will be the last thing we do tonight. Um, we're gonna grab the. Come on, I'm gonna try to grab. There you go. Come on, bringing it down here. There we go. We did a. We've got this adjustment layer that's got a basic color grade on it. So let's see what the end of this scene would look like with that grade. Kind of right there. So there's your, again, very base grade. It's gonna make things a little bit too dark, a little bit too rough. But let's see. Let's go from the murder. So. And this base grade is designed to work with the uh to work with the cinema camera versus the GoPro, which is why the GoPro shots that you saw back here look let's see let's grab something. Yeah, it looks so fiery because it's the GoPro footage requires less of a grade. All right, here we go. Let's watch it. Let's save and then we'll watch it.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh yeah, oh my god, that worked. Holy shit. The ceiling fan in here had three lamps in it, and so I switched out two of them for standard bulbs, just brighter, and one of them I put a red bulb in because I was like, that's kind of I want to have some colored lighting here. I want to have some red light cast on Robert, but man, I was not expect. Look at the side of her face. Oh my god, that looks good. Happy New Year. And this is what those colors can look like.
Shit.
Why did you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Shit.
What do we do? What do we do?
We don't do anything. You are on your own.
What?
I did not ask for this.
No, no, you didn't. Arthur, listen. Listen. You didn't ask for this. Take the money.
No way.
No one is stopping you. I'm not stopping you. Get in, get out, get lucky, right?
Where's the bathroom?
Next door down.
Just the sound of the floor creaking with the dolly is, yeah. Man, that's when this with the sound mix in here. This is gonna look. This is gonna be so good. All right, and that, friends, is that scene. Oof. Oh my God, I'm so happy with this. I like it needs shaping, it needs polishing. There's still rough, there's a ton of roughness in it. There's still a lot of work to be done with tweaking the cuts, and like I'm guaranteeing we are going. There's going to be a time. It's probably not going to be a nighttime stream. It's probably going to end up being an evening or an afternoon stream. Um, but there's going to be there will be a stream coming up where we have Elena in the room, and you're going to see the two of us working on the project together as we polish this up. Like if I have to drive to the other side of the state and kidnap her, it's going to happen. Uh, and if this stream ends up being used in a court case coming up, that I never said that, and I would never kidnap somebody, and that would be a horrible thing to do that no good person would ever do. So kidnapping's bad overall. I think we're not going to do any kidnappings. So however Elena ends up in person here on the stream working on this movie with me, that's just, that's how the chips fell. But anyway, yeah. So this needs some polishing. It needs it, but it is. I think I think it is coming together in a like just I think it is substantial, like more than I could have imagined, living up to the potential that I read on the page and that we captured on the screen. And there's the I say it too much, the adage of the movies made three times, once on the page, once on the set, and once in the edit. Yeah, I think we like from page to screen, I think or page to cut, I think we've got a good project here and a good product. So, with that said, I think we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna jump back on to bring it up to me. Um, yeah, I think that's the scene tonight. That's the work. We'll be back on Friday, which Friday I mean we have what? Let me say, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like we've got I think like 10 shots left in the whole movie. So there's a good chance Friday night we're gonna have a rough cut. There's a good chance that Friday night we're gonna have this whole thing together, and that is just I cannot describe how exciting that is. Uh, Sorry, I'm just rearranging the stuff on screen a little bit. Is that gonna move? That's weird, Premiere. That's a very weird detailed thing you do. Sorry, tweaking some stuff and you can't see it now. But yeah, so yeah, there's a very good chance at the end of the week we're gonna finally have a rough cut of B52 and we can start. Yeah, we can talk about it. We can look at it as a whole project and we can start fine tuning the bits that need fine tuning. I know there's many things to work on it that we need to tweak, but yeah, having the there's a quote I've seen that says begin and the rest is easy, and yeah, I think that's definitely true. So getting every time you hit a milestone, the job ahead of you gets a little bit easier, just a little bit easier. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we're working with. And thank you all so much for joining me back. Thank you all for coming back on with me after I spent my week and a half up in Alaska. And yeah, if you're interested in seeing those photos, and there are some very shockingly good photos. Not I'm blowing my own horn, but I'm impressed with the shots I got. Um, yeah, those photos are gonna be. We're doing photo editing tomorrow night on stream, and then Friday we're back on here working on this. And then next week on stream, there's a decent chance we may have special guest or two. So we'll see what we're working on there, whether we're working on B52 or just doing some photo editing or working on Devil's Playground again. Devil's Playground, I'm working on visual effects, so that is substantially more tedious in terms of watching me edit it because I really am just kind of keyframing piece by piece through After Effects. But things to talk about, things to work on. So, yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being part of this. It's good to be back, and that's where I'm at right now. So, all right. On that note, let's not I gild the lily entirely too much. I will, and I'm sure I will be